In this video, I'm going to show you how you can efficiently work with line charts while charting in Empower. You can insert a line chart by clicking on the Empower Charts button right here. Here you can select the type of line chart that you want. For example, whether the chart that you want to start working with should have 1 or 2 lines. Note that you can still add another line, respectively series, to your chart. The different kinds are only there to make the work with the chart easier, because you can use a starting point that is closer to the result that you want to create. While creating line charts that in many cases use a lot of data points, we recommend to firstly define a few settings to facilitate the further workflow process. It can be, for example, helpful to switch off the display of data labels if you have a lot of data points. Note that the main functionalities of the chart adjustment are the same as in other charts, but I'm going to explain the main settings belonging to a line chart on the basis of this default chart. In the Properties menu, you can find the line settings right here, where you can select the following options. I can interpolate missing values, smoothen the line, or switch off the display of markers globally for this chart, which can be desired while working with a lot of data points because they might be disturbing. If you want to display or not display only selected markers, you can do this by working directly in the chart. If I click on an element in my chart, for example this marker, a corresponding overlay menu appears where I have additional options. I have the possibility to show or not show the label and the marker, and choose another marker style if I want that, for example triangle right here. Moreover, I can further format the marker. I can increase or decrease the size or change the color. If I click once on the marker, only this marker is selected. If I click once again, all the markers and the line are selected, and I can format all of them and change, for example, also the dash style of my line and choose if this series, for example, should have no markers at all. By directly clicking on one line, only this part of the line is selected. If I want to, for example, change only the style of the line for this part of the line. And if I then click once again, you see the whole line and all the markers of it are selected once again. Then I could link this chart to an Excel file with all of the required data. If you'd like to get extra information on Excel links, you can find it in a separate video that we created. I'm going to select the range that I want to use for my chart in this Excel file that opens up. Press on OK. Then press on OK right here. And as you can see, the Excel link is created and all of the data points are inserted into my charts. Now you can see that the amount of markers is rather distracting the viewer from the actual line, and this is why I'll not show the markers and switch this option off in the line settings right here. Let's take a closer look on this axis. Other than, for example, a column chart, a line chart can use a date axis. Therefore, it is necessary that all of the dates are correctly formatted in the Excel file as dates. If this is the case, this little wheel appears in the corresponding overlay menu that appears when I click on my axis, where I can first of all define if this axis should be a date axis or not. Working with the date axis enables you to set the time frame in this menu and define the time steps as self-selected numbers of days, months, or years. So in this case, I'll switch this option to 5 years. Moreover, you can change the date format right here. Then I press on Apply, and as you can see, the granularity of the line stays the same and merely the display of the axis changed. On this slide, I prepared a line chart with a lot more data points that visualizes the DAX share prices of more than a year. By means of this chart, I want to show you another function that you have while working with a line chart. Right here, only the data labels of the first and last data point and the ones of the global maximum and minimum are displayed if I choose to switch on the data labels. I could, for example, also switch this option off. And as you can see, if I choose show data labels, only these data labels are displayed right here. Empower does this because no single data labels are perceptible, respectively readable, if there are this many data labels as in this case. I hope this video helped you to understand the possibilities that you have while creating line charts in Empower. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.